Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great start to your week. Hope all of you having a great Monday. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. And man, oh man, I am sick and tired. Let me say it again. I am sick and tired of the Gunner Stockton disrespect. That is going to be the only topic we're going to be talking about in today's video. We got a plethora of videos and topics we got to get to. But for now, at least, we got to talk about this. I'm tired of it. Now, I know what you're sitting there saying. Matt, would you just calm down for a second and sound like a reasonable person and explain yourself? What are you tired about? And that is a great question, my friend. I love to answer it. I've been talking about this past couple weeks or so. So if you've been watching the channel, been engaged with it, you would know this is not the first time I've stated this. I figured it'd only be a matter of time until the rest of the college football world and media would start seeing it the way I'm seeing it, but apparently not. And I'm not going to sit up here and act oblivious to reality. I know why he's not getting the respect he deserves. It's because he lost to Alabama. After he lost to Alabama and his team lost to Bama, everybody wrote him off. And when I say wrote him off, I'm talking about, they're like, yeah, we're not going to consider this guy for the Heisman Trophy. He can't even beat Alabama. And everybody knows that's your signature win. However, if you look at him, even in the Bama game, heck, there was one throw he threw up the seam that if his wide receiver catches it, it's a walk-in touchdown. And Georgia probably wins that game, but I don't want to play the what-if game and whatnot. But during the Bama game, he played right at, I'd say, about as good. And if you want to give the nod to Ty Simpson, that's fine. But he was right up there with Ty Simpson. He didn't play bad by any stretch of imagination. But after the Alabama and Georgia game, no. Everybody's been ranting and raving about Ty Simpson, but you want me to enlighten you on something, partner? Ty Simpson has not one, not two, not three, not even four, but 5 straight games with 5 straight fumbles. Let me say it again, 5 fumbles in 5 straight games that have led to points for the opposing team, most recently against Oklahoma. Do Heisman contending quarterbacks have disastrous turnovers every single game? No. They may have it once a game, like Fernando Mendoza. Remember against Oregon, threw the pick 6, came back, won by double digits. That's fine, having maybe 2 or 3 seasons. But Ty Simpson, no. He's out of the Heisman race. He's gone. He may get invited to New York, but he has 0 shot of winning it. He's not playing like a Heisman caliber quarterback. Alabama's defense is the reason they've been winning all these games, but that's a different conversation for a different day. Mr. Gunner Stockton, on the other hand, is the reason Georgia's 9-1. Let's get that clear. He is the reason they have won all these games. It hasn't been the defense. The defense has been okay, but not like we've gotten accustomed to knowing a Georgia defense for. No. It's been all Gunner Stockton. He's been playing out of his mind. But yet, a guy who is the starting quarterback for one of the best offensive teams in the nation is not getting any Heisman love whatsoever. A little fishy if you could ask me. I don't even know if there's a legit explanation for it. He's top in QBR. I'll pull it up in just a second off the top of my head. I think he has roughly 20 touchdown passes. He has a couple interceptions, and some people may point to, well, Matt, against Texas, he had that interception. Okay, that's fine. If you want to bring up stats and numbers, I'm all for it. But you also know against Texas, he only had 5 incompletions in 29 attempts and 5 touchdowns. You'll take that's pretty dang good. Would you not agree? You'll take that? 5 touchdowns. So for every incompletion he had a touchdown to make up for it. That's what Heisman quarterbacks do. Let's pull up his stats to back up my claims and whatnot. He has 2,200 passing touchdowns on the year, 19 tutties, 3 INTs, and he's top 3 in the nation QBR. Oh my gosh. A QBR over 90 is elite. Elite. And that's just through the air. I'm here to tell you right now, he has underrated speed and athleticism. He has been killing teams scrambling. Georgia's even been calling some design quarterback runs for him, and he's been exploiting defenses. Heck, he had a couple against Alabama that was really nice. He also had a rushing touchdown against Auburn, Ole Miss, and Texas. Not only has this Georgia football team been reeling on cylinders, they're one of, if not the hottest team in the nation the past 5 or 6 weeks. Gunner Stockton has been doing that as well, and it goes hand in hand. I firmly believe this at any level, whether it's youth football, middle school, JV, high school, collegiate, NFL, you're only going to go as far as your quarterback can take you. And you're seeing that with the Georgia Bulldogs. So calm, cool, and collected, so composed, and you don't see that out of Georgia quarterbacks. They've been decent over Kirby Smart's career, but nothing special. The best quarterback without a shadow of doubt in my mind was Stetson DoorDash Bennett. Shout out to him. I know everybody gave Bennett a hard time. Granted, he deserved it. He struggled a bunch. But those past couple of years when he won those championships, he was one of the best players in the nation. And he should have been getting Heisman love. But he didn't. And I think it's the same reason Gunner Stockton isn't getting any love. There's this weird stigma around Georgia quarterbacks where, remember when everybody called Greg McElroy at Alabama and A.J. McCarron game managers? Well, I think the college football media doesn't view Georgia quarterbacks that way. It's more so they just look at them as, yeah, well, you're just doing your part. You're playing your role. Everybody knows Georgia. They're a defensive team, so we can't put too much respect on the quarterback, if that makes sense. And with Stetson DoorDash Bennett, there was a good argument for that. Or not a good argument, a great argument. They were winning the games because of their defense for the most part. And he made some big-time throws when he needed to. Shout out to him yet again, with all due respect. But this year, with Gunnar Stockton, completely different story. Georgia is winning games because of him. Let me get that clear. Because of him, not the defense. I'm not going to give you my whole Heisman list or whatnot, but there's 3 guys that stand out to me. Number 1, Julian Sayin. Oh my gosh. I know a lot of people haven't been tuning into his games because Ohio State's been playing a bunch of cupcakes and blowing everybody out of the water, but he throws the prettiest ball you're ever going to see. Marvelous. I could go on and on about him. Fernando Mendoza, that one's clear-cut and evident. You know, he's on one of the best teams in the nation, and he's one of the best quarterbacks. And Gunnar Stockton. Everybody talks about Ty Simpson. No. Missing way too many throws, too many turnovers. He's got to go. He also had a pick 6 against Texas, so it's donezo's for him. If you got to ask me who's been better this year, not just the past 5 or 6 weeks, the entire year from start to finish, Gunnar Stockton, Ty Simpson, it's Gunnar Stockton. And it's close, man. It's really close. If I were to start a college football dynasty or start a college football team, and I got to pick, I had the number 1 pick in the college football draft, who would I go with? Stockton, Julian Sayin, or Fernando Mendoza? I'd be up at night for a month thinking about it. I don't know, and that's how close it is for me. But here's what I will tell you, and I don't have to think about this longer than 15 seconds. Nobody's been playing better than Gunnar Stockton at the quarterback position the entire season. You can say Julian Sayin and Mendoza have been playing just as good, but I don't think you can say better. It's 1A, 1B, and 1C with those 3 guys. And when you look at the 2 biggest games he recently played in against Ole Miss, the Lane Train, and the Texas Longhorns, not only did he only have 5 incompletions against Texas, he only had 5 incompletions against Ole Miss and threw for 300 yards and had 4 touchdowns in that one. That's through the air, technically adding the rushing touchdown. 5 tutties in that one as well. So it was a carbon copy paste compared to the Texas game. 5 touchdowns in both of them. Some of you may never do it, but I'm here to tell you on your Monday morning, well, you'll be seeing this in the afternoon, it is time to jump on the Gunnar Stockton hype train. He's the real deal. This isn't some game manager. This isn't some guy that's just going to score a couple of touchdowns here and there, rely on the defense. No, he's going to go out there and he is going to take the game from you. He is going to beat you himself. If you had any doubts about him, they should have been erased when he went into Neyland Stadium and put up a 40-burger on Tennessee. I know Tennessee don't have that great of a defense, but that comeback was amazing. One of the best comebacks I've ever seen. Did you see that throw? That was one of the best throws you're ever going to see, too, in the back right corner of the end zone. It was perfect. If I'm a Georgia fan, I'm feeling really good. In years past, what has your kryptonite been? Timmy, a.k.a. Carson Beck. Well, now you got a top-tier quarterback on your team. And Beck, he was good, but just made too many disastrous mistakes, as we've seen in Miami. Gunnar Stockton's like that, man. He's like that. I had to talk about this. Many more things I could say when it off here. I'm curious. I'm going to know your thoughts down below. But